Hello everyone. Today is Oola Day 21 for me. I apologize again for such late videoing. I actually have a friend in Georgia who is going to tell me how to do this as a tag. I'm not exactly sure what that means unless she's referring to... Oh, she says when you finish the challenge, tag someone to do it for the same amount of time. So that's my first challenge that I've received from her. So thank you to Jenny Hughes in Georgia for that challenge. And I can't wait to put somebody else up to this challenge. So if you would like to be the next 30-day challenge where you have to video yourself every day for 30 days and put it up on YouTube, share it to Facebook, some social media website where others can watch it as a way of holding yourself accountable, please let me know if you're unsure how to go about doing that. I'll be glad to help you with it. So I will officially tag someone at the end of my 30 days, and I'll be praying about that. Looks like I just heard back from Jenny again. She said she'd be willing to do it for the next 30 days. So how cool would that be if we pass this on? And I'd be willing to tag more than one. So if you're watching and it's something you'd be interested in doing and taking a 30-day health challenge and also looking into the Oola program, let me know. Comment here either through YouTube or you can private message me on Facebook, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. And you can go from there. So today has been a really great day. It's been our Sunday Sabbath day. We actually made it to church worship today. We've been able to make Sunday school since my Hashimoto's has been rearing its ugly head. I think we missed a few weeks because it just literally had me floored. And then last Sunday we spent our worship time almost just ministering to a few people and people ministering to us, and it was just really beautiful. So this Sunday we were able to be in the worship service and worship with our church family, and was just so uplifting. And there weren't a whole lot of people there today, but boy, Holy Spirit was alive and well. And so I'm so thankful again for our church family at Old Bridge Methodist Church here in Woodbridge. We are just so thankful that all those folks are a part of our lives. If any of you are watching, I just like dropped the name, didn't I? But they truly have been our family away from home. Our family away from family up here, if that makes any sense. So I'm feeling very full and refreshed. Part of that is because I've also been munching on some homemade hummus. Look, that's the last of it. Well, last of this bowl. There's one more bowl left. I did make some homemade hummus for the first time. I've never done that before, and it was super easy. I cooked organic garbanzo beans that I got from Aldi. I got tahini from Mom's Organic grocery store. I believe that's where I found it. And then I used olive oil and some fresh roasted garlic that I roasted in the oven, and a little Himalayan sea salt and some paprika on top. Oh, it is so good. And then I have these little crackers that are just divine. They're called Mary's Gone Crackers, and they're the super seeds. So they're really high in protein, low in carbs, full of fiber. There's like 8 grams of fiber for 12 crackers, which is great. And they're just really tasty. They have some black pepper at the finish, which I normally wouldn't like because it would hurt my tongue, but this doesn't bother me, I guess, because it's just a good balance of all the healthy seeds. It even has seaweed in it. So I feel like I'm really doing my body justice when I munch. This was my supper this evening. So the meal plan that I'm currently on is going really well. I've had a few little hiccups where I just, how can I put this? The butterscotch cookies were so good. They looked so good that Jenny and Nate made down in Florida. and they literally called my name from inside the baggie. And before I could think, I had eaten three cookies. And afterwards, I felt terrible. I guess because it was like the only sugar I'd had in forever. And, well, not in forever, but in 21 days, it was the only, with the exception of one little bitty Hershey Special Dark chocolate that I had. It's really the only sugar I can think of that I had consumed. And so I just felt like the gluten, the sugar, I'm sure the butter, they were delicious going down in. But let me tell you, not been so pleasant ever since. So, won't make that mistake again, at least not anytime soon. And in the meantime, I'm staying on track, drinking lots of water. I've been drinking from my mason jar, which makes me really happy. And I put a couple of drops of the Young Living Lemon Vitality Oil and a drop of the lavender about this time of night. And it just seems to soothe the soul and soothe the nerves, and also makes my stomach feel really good. So, for whatever reason. Tomorrow, here's the big news. Tomorrow, I have my follow-up appointment at Embracing Health, where I should be receiving all of my lab results. And to my knowledge, they're supposed to then set me up on a plan for what's next. Whatever treatment, whatever diet, whatever medication changes, things like that. And we'll talk about alternatives, I'm sure, at some point. Excuse me. Yeah, I just videoed a sneeze. Hope that wasn't too gross. Sorry. Nothing like being, transparent on live video. So, and then I have to go back. Oh, here's something really interesting. And I can't remember if I've shared this with y'all or not, but several months ago, I started getting a wart on my foot. And I've never had a wart. It ended up being a plantar's wart. And I had to go to see a podiatrist for the first time in my life, which has been really interesting in and of itself. The other interesting thing is that when I've been studying some foot reflexology and how to apply essential oils to different parts of your foot to support your body's natural functions. And the spot where my plantar's wart is the exact spot that on the reflexology chart feeds your parathyroid and your thyroid gland. So I just find it fascinating to me that that's where my plantar's wart decided to rear its ugly head. I understand I got it because my immune system had been low for so long, and you can pick these things up in nature, and then if your body's not fighting off viruses and infections, well, you can get them. So, I'll go back to the foot doctor tomorrow too, and they're supposed to do some more work on it, and I'm kind of anxious just to be done with it, but it took me a long time for it to get this way, so it's probably going to take a while for it to be undone. So that's the 411 on the appointments. We'll see how those go. I talked to my mom and dad, my mom and daddy this evening. Hi, Mom and Daddy down in Georgia. I miss you. And had a really good conversation with my mom. They were watching a really old movie together. My dad had a couple of rough days, so just prayers for him to be feeling better. And then just continue to pray for Jarrett's job position to open up in God's timing so that we can get on down that way and get them moved in with us and kind of get that whole deal settled. And I'm just praying it is God's will at this point, because I don't want to live against his will. I don't think any of us do. But I am getting rather impatient. So that's where I am. I'm going to go to bed on this note that no love has ever been lost in a smile, in a kind gesture, in a hug. Parents, teach your children to be kind and compassionate to others. If you ever catch them making fun of someone or just being downright ugly, please correct them. It's not okay. There are a lot of hurting people in this world, and the meanest people tend to be the ones that are hurting the most. It doesn't give them any reason to be mean, but in my mind, that's where compassion comes to play. And you never know, your smile may just be what they need. So let's love one another a little bit harder, a little bit stronger, and maybe we all need to take a step back and wonder if we're being a little bit too critical of ourselves and of others. And instead of being so critical, maybe we just need to be a little bit more understanding. So, good night.